Hey guys, so today I wanted to share with you some of the foundations and powders that are best suited for oily acne prone skin. So if you watch any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm someone that battles with oily acne prone skin. So for me, it's really important to find a foundation and a powder that is not only going to be the proper color match, of course, but is also going to give me good coverage at times when I'm breaking out or have a mark I need to cover, and that is not going to break me out and is not going to leave my skin looking like really oily and shiny. So I'm going to show you guys some of the foundations and powders that I use that I think are really good recommendations for you if you do have the type of skin type that I mentioned. And then also I'm going to show you the brushes that I use for each one of these foundations and powders. So I'm going to share with you guys the foundations and powders that I use myself that don't cause any breakouts for me and that give really good coverage, because that's another thing. Not only do you want to find a good color match, you want to find one that has good coverage for those times when you have breakouts or marks that you want to hide, and also, like I said, foundations and powders that are not going to leave you looking oily and are not going to cause breakouts. So I'm just going to share some of those with you guys, the brushes that I use to apply them. The first one that I'll start with is this Lancome. So this is Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24 Hour. I probably messed up the name. And I'm in the shade 450 Suede Neutral. So this one is really good. I don't know if I would say that it lasts 24 hours, but it is a heavier coverage. I mean, you can make it, it doesn't have to be full coverage. You can make it light. It just depends on how much you apply onto your skin. But this is one that I'll use like if I want more of like a full makeup look, like if I'm going out, to a special event or something and I just want a more made up look, I will use this one. And to apply a liquid foundation like this, the brushes that I find are best to use is the Sigma Flat Top Synthetic Kabuki F80 or the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I think that these two are really good for full coverage because, like, especially with the flat top Kabuki, this one, what I do is I just pump how much I want into the brush, and then I just kind of stipple it onto my face, which I think is really good if, like I said, if you want a fuller coverage, if you're having a moment where you need to cover some breakouts, because you can kind of pack it on to those areas that you need that extra coverage. This one is really good for liquid foundation as well. What I like to do with this one is, like it says, a buffing brush, so I just buff it all into my skin, and then if there are areas that I do need some extra coverage, then I'll just stipple it on to there as well. So just depending on how much coverage you want or what your preference is, these are two really good brushes that apply liquid foundation really well. And this one you could also use for like a mineral powder or powder foundation, but I find that it's best to use them with liquid. The next liquid foundation I have is the Bobbi Brown Natural Finish Long Lasting Foundation SPF 15, and I'm in the color Honey 5. So this one is a very light, natural foundation, like it says natural finish. Long lasting, I don't know if I'd say it's long lasting, but then again, I have really oily skin, so most makeup is not that long lasting on me. Like I said, a nice natural. So if you want like a lighter coverage, then I would go with this one. Next I have CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless, and I am in Classic Bronze, and I have a review that I did on this foundation. This has been my go-to foundation all summer long. Because it's just amazing as far as the coverage it gives. Like, you don't need a concealer. You have a light to medium to full coverage. It just depends on how much you apply, but it just gives you like a really nice natural finish, and it lasts all day long. I don't have to blot as much as I normally do with most of my foundations when I use this one, and it's drugstore CoverGirl, so it's super affordable, and I just think it's really great. It's my first drugstore foundation, and I think it's just amazing. I would definitely recommend you guys trying this one out if you wanted a really good drugstore liquid foundation that gives great coverage and lasts all day. So the next foundation I have is the Bobbi Brown Oil-Free Even Finish Compact Foundation, and I'm in Honey 5. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So basically this one is really good if you just want a alternative to a liquid foundation, if you're kind of in a rush and you just want something that's, you know, mess free and easy to apply. And I like to apply this cream foundation with one of two brushes. So this one is really good, the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, because it allows you to just kind of like pick up some product, and then what I do is I just kind of start from the inner part of my face and I just kind of spread it out to wherever I need coverage, and then if I need a little extra coverage, what I'll do is just kind of stipple it onto that area. Or another brush you could use is the Sigma Round Kabuki F82. So these are kind of similar, except if you can tell the difference between these two. This one is more of a rectangular type of shape, like it's a longer shape, and this one is just more round. They're both rounded at the top, but like I said, this one is more of a rectangular type shape, and this is more of a circle. So this one too, and you can also use this one for liquid foundation if you like, but I think it's really good for oh my god, I forgot what I was talking about, for cream foundation, yeah, because you can just put it in there and then you can just kind of buff it into your skin like so, and then if you have any extra areas, like I said, you just stipple it on and you get your extra coverage. So this is really good. Like I said, if you're in a rush, it's quick, it's easy, it gives good coverage, and it has a very natural finish, and that's what I'm wearing today. Not only do I not like to wear makeup on a daily basis, but I don't like to wear a liquid foundation all the time. So those times that I just want a very light light foundation for my face, I like to use this Mineralize foundation from MAC, and I have it in dark. So only thing with this one is it can be a little messy, but it's, I mean, it doesn't bother me. So I just keep, I don't take the whole sticker off, and then I just shake some onto the cover. And then what I like to do is use this type of brush. This is a Sigma Flat Angle Kabuki F88. I like to use this type of brush. It's angled flat top. And I stipple it into the cover, and then I just kind of stipple it onto my face and make sure that it's kind of buffed. And I don't really buff it in completely, but I just kind of stipple it onto my face very lightly. As usual, any extra areas that you need coverage, I put it on there. And this gives a very pretty natural finish. It doesn't feel heavy on your face, you know, because it's a mineralized powder. It feels very light and it feels very fresh, but it still gives you a really pretty glow to your skin. So I really like that. And the next type of foundation I have is this Benefit Hello Flawless in Hazelnut. So this is the Benefit product. And it's like this, and yes, as you can see, I have hit pan because this is a really, really awesome foundation. This is a pressed powder, but it gives really awesome coverage, and the finish is really nice. And there's two ways that you can put this on. So if you want a heavier coverage with this, then you can use the sponge that it comes with and then just kind of press it onto your skin. But if you want a lighter coverage, like say you wanted to just use this just to have a finishing powder over your foundation, then you can use something like this. This is a Sigma powder blush brush F10. Just swirl it in there a little bit, and then since this is small, you can kind of just get in, you know, maybe the T-zone or those little areas that you just want to eliminate some of the shine. Or if you want to, you know, cover your face quicker or cover more areas of your face, you can just dip this in the brush, in the foundation as well, and brush all over your face. And this is a Real Techniques powder brush, and this is so amazingly soft. These Real Technique brushes are really, really nice. The Real Techniques and the Sigma brushes are some of my favorite. I like the Sephora brushes too, but I tend to get more of the Real Techniques and Sigma brushes. And if you guys want me to do a video on my favorite makeup brushes, then let me know, leave it in the comment box below. I'd be happy to do that for you guys, because I'm the kind of person that is a little obsessed with makeup brushes, and I'm always looking for, you know, really amazing makeup brushes that just apply my makeup really well. So got a little sidetracked there, but yeah, this is a really good foundation. Like I said, if you want full to light coverage, this is really awesome. And I know there's also a liquid foundation in the Hello Flawless line by Benefit, but I haven't tried it just because I haven't been able to find a color that matches me. That I use any of my Bobbi Brown foundations. I like to use the finishing powder as well. And this is the Illuminating Finishing Powder Compact Foundation SPF 12. And I have it in Golden 6. Now, I wouldn't say that there is anything amazing about this foundation. The reason I actually got it was because before I discovered the Benefit Hella Flawless, I was looking for a powder foundation that I could use on days when I didn't want to use liquid foundation, and the saleswoman told me that this was really good, and you know, it can give me really good coverage, and it was so amazing and illuminating. Well, it's not illuminating. It doesn't give any kind of coverage whatsoever. I put the Bobbi Brown foundations on. I just use it as like a finishing powder just to take away any shine that might still be there, and that's it. I mean, I probably would not repurchase it. Maybe I would. I mean, just to have the matching powders to go with the foundations, which is not something that's necessary. But I think if you want coverage, there's definitely a lot of other powders out there. But if you want something just light, just to finish your makeup, then I would recommend this, because you don't want to put heavy powder on top of heavy liquid foundation. That's just too much. So if you want something light, then this is great. So if you know anything about the Josie Marin Matchmaker foundations, it's really cool. So this is what it looks like. You'll see it has like white flecks in there along with like a tan kind of color. But anyway, so this is supposed to just match to whatever color your skin is. So this has been really handy for me in the summer, because I have, as opposed to going out and try to, you know, find a whole nother powder that's going to match with my tan, this is really good because I just dust it on my face and it just matches whatever complexion you are now. So you can use this year round. In the summer, in the winter, it's going to match regardless, because it's going with your skin tone, regardless of if you've tanned or become paler for the winter, whatever, it's gonna match. So this is really great, and it's argan. You know, Josie Marin stuff is really healthy and good for your skin and all that great stuff. So this is really good too. And they have also, I think she has like a, I don't know if it's a tinted moisturizer or it's a foundation basically, and it's the Matchmaker. So you put it on your skin and it starts from white and then it turns into whatever color you are. So you guys should check these out. These are really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you guys some ideas of foundations and powders. I hope it gave you guys some ideas of foundations and powders that, you know, like I said, are really good for oily, acne prone skin, that give you good coverage, don't cause you to be too oily, and doesn't make you break out. If you guys have any more questions on any of these products, or if you want to see an actual review on any of these products, like a specific review on any of these, like I mentioned, if you want me to do video on my favorite makeup brushes, let me know. Leave it in the comment box below, or any other questions that you guys have, leave it in the comment box below. Thumbs up this video. Hope you liked it. Please make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at allmyloves2. Check out my blog at allmyloves2. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye bye.